What is good? What's goody? What's goody? Okay, let me let you in right off the back what's going on. So, my name is Terrence Hart. My friends call me Lucky. Good luck, however you see fit. I'm going live right now. This is past the time I usually would go live, but I'm doing this for a reason. So I didn't really want to go live today. I wasn't in the mood. I was working a lot this morning. I was a little tired, and I just wasn't in the mood to go. So, this is me starting my live stream on an off time, not waiting for people to come in and chat because I'm trying to get myself used to just talking on camera and keeping a conversation going and getting stuff off my chest. So it's not about necessarily using the community to bounce off of, which I like to do. I like to talk to community and use conversations we have with one another and bounce off each other. But I'd rather just start talking and release kind of like a diary. Not now. I'm not going to say it's not like a diary in the aspects of like I'll be telling all my deepest, darkest secrets here on live stream. No, that's not it. But what it is, it's kind of like just to get myself going, pushing past the level of being uncomfortable, right? Whether it's uncomfortable that nobody's in the chat, whether it's uncomfortable that nobody ever sees it ever, though it's uncomfortable that you got to that I today I don't have my top me. I got a list of topics, my notes and stuff, but I don't want to go through those. I kind of want to just let it fly and see how I produce with that being a thing, and getting past that comfortable space of awkwardness. What about dead airtime and thoughts between switching topics and stumbling and fumbling on words, and then what I mean, it's a bunch of stuff that goes into live stream, but I got to push past it, and it's going to get uncomfortable. Sometimes it gets a little awkward. To me, sometimes it's embarrassing, but I think that's the way to keep pushing through, right? You push past the comfortable spaces. I watch videos all the time whether I'm watching streams on Twitch or a vlog on YouTube, and I may tap into somebody live, and they're literally talking to no one, right? Just talking, and it used to be odd to me until I started jumping online. I started saying to myself like, why would they be doing that, right? Or why would they be getting past? But once I realized, I started streaming. I started realizing like it's kind of like the small wins, right? Like you push past the uncomfortable space of even starting, right? The fact that you see somebody on live and they may be talking to nobody, right, or just streaming or gaming with nobody in view, um, you may look at that as like awkward, right? Why? Because everybody doesn't come on live stream or whatever with thousands of followers or thousands of subscribers or onlookers, whatever. So everybody has this uncomfortable space that you got to get through to get to bigger communities, bigger numbers, bigger whatever you're looking for. So once I started streaming, I started looking at it in a different kind of way, and then I started respecting when I saw people that did that. So now I can watch a streamer who's been streaming every day. He may be streaming to 2 or 3 people every day. It may be for months. And then it's worse on Twitch because Twitch doesn't they don't promote your videos. People have to literally find you on Twitch. There's no like YouTube will promote your video, put your picture on the front page, or put your video on front page. Twitch doesn't do that. So for Twitch, it may be a little different. Hold on, this is the wife real quick. What's up, babe? I'm on live. Hello? Oh, she didn't say anything. So Twitch is a little more difficult where to get that going, right? So with me, I understand that there was a process for them to get past the comfortable spot, and the fact that you see them on live talking to maybe 1 or 2 people, or maybe like whatever. There was a process before that took maybe months, maybe years for them to even start their first video. So we got to get to that point. Somebody got to do that, right? So I think these parts make me feel even better or more quick to just do a live or do live streams, especially on an off time or off hour. Um, shout out to Michelle J in the chat. I see you, Michelle. Um, So yeah, this is me doing that, getting comfortable with that, right? And I feel like do it in public, do it out loud, do it in front of people. That helps you get through. For me, I fight with that a lot because you may be excelling in other areas and not so much in other areas, right? So when it comes to live streaming, which I like to do, or when it comes to creating content, especially in the YouTube space, I like to do it. I like to make videos a little more than live streaming. I think a little bit. I like to make videos and stuff like that, but I haven't done it in a while. But I haven't had the time. So finding the time with your actual real life, not like none of this is real, but I'm saying like you were working and family stuff. Trying to find the time is hard enough to go outside and make videos and vlog. And this not even a stream of income for me, right? So it's not like this is taking care of some things. I want to get it to a point where it does that, but this isn't that yet, right? So this is the push past part, and it's the part as awkwardly as it seems or may look that I'm actually enjoying, because at the end of it all, when I end this stream, I get to say, "Damn, I did it. I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't have any plans to do it today. I didn't have no viewers or no whatever, and I still did it. I got the time in. I got used to myself being on camera once again, or trying to fumble through topics or whatever my brain is thinking at the time. And that's a proud moment for me. So for me, those are the goals, right? The goals to get to whatever kind of ultimate goal you're trying to get to get better on a mic, better in front of a camera, better with speech. I naturally talk fast, so sometimes I'm live coaching myself to slow down. So all these things are going in my head while somebody just maybe on the other end, maybe enjoying a conversation or a topic, or maybe laughing at something I said or not. I got all these things going on in my head while I'm trying to, whether it's create some kind of entertainment thing or just speak some real shit, or if I'm breaking down on camera. I've done that before. You know what I mean? So I think these are those times that teach you how to build that armor. This is where tough skin comes from as far as content creating. This is what builds you for the long haul. When you see people and their hundreds of thousands of followers, and the edit is super crisp and the color is great and the lights and all these things, and then you when you see the matte element, you forget about there was a space like this. There was no lights at a time. I got one light right here that I borrowed from that homie gave me, and I'm in my son's room, who he just moved out. So I don't know why I don't turn this into an office. I haven't cleaned up the room yet. So I'm in this space. I have a camera, I got a laptop, and you work it out. And so when you do see those moments when it's all spaced out and crazy lights and all the dope shit, then you get to appreciate you appreciate the journey on, like, man, I was there day one when that nigga had this. When the fucking live kept cutting off because the signal was bad, and he didn't know how to fix it, and he didn't know how to, connect what to what, like, or trying to work it out when someone's online with you and they signal mess up and they drop, and now you're online trying to work through what was an interview to talk to your community about a conversation you're about to make up. So the you know it's the this is the exercise. This is the gym. Like as far as content creating, right? This is the gym. How do you, as a person by yourself in a room, literally talking to a camera, how do you keep people tapped in, and how do you keep them continuously tapped in week after week, or however you introduce this thing, day after day, whatever, for months on end, years on end, with just your thoughts, just your opinions on things? How do you keep people tapped in to lock in with you when you it's all good. When you have to entertain, or you have to carry a topic, or you gotta be, they rely on you to be real or be vulnerable, to be honest, or however you see fit. That's what this is. For me, this is that. Because I had yesterday I had intentions on going live, and I woke up this morning, went to work, super, super tired, got home, um, I didn't have what I actually wanted to have to eat, and then I fell asleep again. And then I told myself, you know what, I don't feel like going live today. And then as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, actually, this is the best time to go live because you don't feel like it and you don't want to do it. It's like going to the gym physically. Like, I got to get myself back to like walking and going to the gym. And the times you don't want to do it are the best times to do it, which makes the other times to do it way easier because you already beat yourself to do it when the times you didn't want to do it. So this is me doing this now. It's tough, but I think it's gonna make the journey much better. You know, and another thing too, like when I like coming up with like things to talk about or letting my brain fly on different topics. Usually, it's what I've taken in for the day, whether it's something I saw online, a conversation I heard, a movie I just watched, and I'll take that topic or narrative or discussion or something that made me feel a certain way, and I'll bring it here. Then I want to talk about it. Usually, it's how I'll be feeling about stuff. Usually, it's in frustration. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I may be frustrated about a topic, annoyed with a topic, and I'll just start like bring that here and kind of letting that fly. But sometimes I got to check myself because a lot of the time it's dark. I don't want to create a space where we sit in darkness. And what I mean by that is that some of these, some of the topics are heavy in my head about things going on. And sometimes I don't want to talk about them things because it puts us in a space of like, okay, it's one of the heavy days today. When a lot of times I need to laugh or I need to smile or I need to feel good about the day. And a lot of the topics bring me down. Not that they're about my personal life per se, but sometimes when I get into the thought process of what someone may be thinking or on either side of a certain topic, sometimes you take on the character of who you're talking about. Not in real life, I'm talking about like in discussion. So if I'm talking about a narrative of, I just brought up the narrative of black men and black women and the divides, and because the homegirl was talking about that, you get caught up in that emotional tie of it all, even though publicly I want to stay out of those conversations because I believe those conversations, though they're being had and are real in the aspect of it, they aren't real as far as I don't think how we actually feel about each other. Yes, there's a large part that feel like something's going on. We at each other, but I refuse to believe that narrative. And if I refuse to believe that narrative, I don't want to put in the hype. I don't want to join into add to the echo chamber of BS. You know what I mean? I don't want to find myself in the middle of the trending topic that's out in pop culture of the day. Some shallow news about who had a baby with who, or who dating, or who broke up, who got divorced. You know what I mean? Or what rapper said this about another rapper, or two YouTubers that are maybe beefing. I don't be one to get into all that. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes, I like to watch uh, love and hip hop sometimes. You know what I mean? It's a guilty pleasure when I'm bored, I'm about to go to sleep, and I need some frivolous entertainment. I'll turn that on. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to do no heavy thinking and no heavy lifting when I'm watching that show. It's just laugh at people and then go to sleep. I mean, that's the reality. So, but when it comes to like talking about deep shit here, um, sometimes it takes on a life of its own and it gets heavy. And I'm always trying to think like, I think I may be a little dramatic when it comes to certain topics and how they're viewed. You know, um, Sometimes I'm too wrapped in them. Like we talked about drugs that day, or we talked about black women, black men narrative, or we talk about. I see this one girl that the guy on the street to be asking girl questions, and he asked a girl question. He asked this one girl this question that I seen this morning. He said, what is the guy? What kind of attributes you like about men? And then the first thing she said out her mouth is, well, it just depends on how much he makes. And I'm like, what? Like, how did you even make that answer fit there? what kind of attributes you like about a guy, and then you said, well, it depends on how much he makes. How'd you fit that answer to that question? And then even though that's like silly and frivolous, and I should just scroll through, why I get so like annoyed with like seeing that or hearing that? Why I get so annoyed with some dude on the internet talking about, yeah, and women need to stay in their place because the man should always lead, and then I'll be like, bruh, why I get so caught up in that and so annoyed with that? Because these people have mics and stages, and sometimes they got a huge following. And if they got a huge following, though I know everybody doesn't agree, but somebody agree with something. If you got 100,000 followers of a Red Pill podcast, there's a lot of people in there that kind of follow suit. I watched, for example, there's a guy named Myron. I forgot his name. He's one of the guy on the Fresh and Fit podcast. For those who know, if you don't go search it. Don't go look for it. It's not worth your time. But anyway, Myron from Fresh and Fit podcast, whatever. He was doing on campus things like a lot of these other guys have done, and he's talking on campus to college kids. And this one dude walked up and said, he said, I used to, this black guy, he said, I used to, he said, man, I read your book and I used to listen to the things you say to get women and how to look for women, how to get women, how to be this kind of quote unquote high value man, and how you get women. And the guy was saying how I did all the things you said to do. And by your standards, it would have been at a high success rate. But morally, my life started changing in the midst of doing what you told me to do. And then my life went to shit because I was out here lying, manipulating women, doing whatever I got to do to get laid with every chick I came across, because you said that's the way to find out. That's the way to find your wife or your queen. Go through enough women, get enough training, practice, know what to do, know how they talk, know how they think, and then you go find your queen, which is ridiculous. That's some ridiculous shit I've ever heard. And this man did it and said he almost ruined his life. He ended up giving his life to God, became a man of faith, and through time, church, community, whatever, he ended up meeting his wife for real, right? Met his wife. He's a complete changed man, loyal to the soil. They love each other. And also he tells people how wrong Myron is, and the way you are teaching young men like myself at the time is hurting people. Thankfully, he changed his life and did the way he was supposed to do it. But he went through a lot of shit because of what Myron said to do. So it's a lot of podcasts and people with these platforms leading people astray with bad information, and though they have the numbers, I'm just thinking like, why would anybody listen to them? But then the world is the world, and people are people, and I know I don't have a lot of hope in mankind. I have a lot of hope in human nature. I know it sounds crazy. I got hope in God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I got hope in that for sure. I know that's a real thing, and I can depend on that saving me for real. But when it comes to like humans, we are messed up. It's like we're messed up, and there's a lot of us that are trying to really figure out this life thing. And I don't mean it from a religious standpoint. I just mean like, how to move and what to do and when to say what and how to be in certain areas and what to do, what not to do, and how to navigate this world like physically also, you know. And then if we get spiritual, that's a whole nother conversation. But try to figure out how to navigate and be cool. You know what I mean? And it's tough because this world hands out um hands out bad hands at times. And you know, if you find yourself following the wave of what this world is doing, I believe you can find your way on the other side of tragedy. I mean, on your way to tragedy, on your way to a bad result, on your way to hurt, um, crushed ego, crushed soul. So my point of saying all that is, it's like watch what you consume in a sense also. So because like I said, I get so annoyed watching these shows and what people are putting out, and then I try to not come on this live and turn into that. I try to not come on a live and turn into the guy who knows that, oh, if I just start like talking about niggas on live stream and start whatever the hot topic is, I start going in on niggas and I put that, I make my titles the same, change the thumbnails. Oh, maybe I can get some money real fast because I think I can heighten the views up with that. I've met enough people, enough famous friends that I can start flooding my page with famous friends, interviews, conversations, or start vlogging when I'm in the studio with somebody or whatever, and then turn that into a spectacle, and I get the numbers, and then money can start coming in. It's not guaranteed, but I got a better average odd than an average person, and I can get that money coming in, and then you sit around thinking, but at what cost? At what cost? When did I go from Lucc cool to now Lucc on the internet talking about all of everybody just because they the topic of the day, and I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna find something to go in on them about, even if I don't necessarily agree. So I find myself trying not to do that. And I don't mean like trying like it's hard not to do. I'm not rocking like that. So the thing is, so how do you maintain that audience and that community without getting in the BS? And that's what we got to figure out. That's why I keep showing up. That's why I keep doing this. I start talking with nobody in here. I start talking to myself on camera. I start bringing up a topic or going down this thing with nobody in here. Because, first of all, consistency is key. And I believe that if I just do me, like continuously, and then somebody say, you know what, I like him, or the brand of him, or whatever he's about, or how he thinks, then all I got to do is do me forever. And I may have a fan or a community or whatever forever. You know what I mean? And I think that's imperative to the journey I'm trying to set, because it gets wicked out here. It's crazy. These people would do anything. I've watched. It's like you watch some of the craziest um, statements come from some of these people. Think about the most polarizing people, and I won't use overall. Let's just talk about maybe quote unquote hip hop media. When I say hip hop media, I'm not just talking about the media. I'm talking about whether it's the media or anybody in these spaces that find themselves on different platforms speaking a lot, right? So talk about all your top hip hop media heads, and think about, you can name them. There's Charleston White. There's academics. There's a bunch of Joe Budden. There's a bunch of different people who have, and not these three. I'm saying, but just on a wide scale, there's tons of people who've said the most crash, disrespectful things out loud and publicly. There's people who have lied continuously. There's people who all they do is start fights and drama with people. It don't even matter who. People have no bounds and no boundaries. This is what they do. That's the game we're in. That's the game I'm playing in. So my whole thing is, not only do I could just do me, how do I stay away from niggas like that? How do I not be tempted? Excuse me. How do I not be tempted to ever do no shit like that for the bag? Man, people do. One thing that the game has showed us, the street showed us also, is that people will literally do anything for money. I just, I don't get it. And don't get me wrong, I get it from a very minuscule point of like, get your money and but at what cost? Excuse me. But at what cost? At what cost are you one of the most hated people in hip hop media in 2025? Like once the computer shut down, the phone is off, and you laying by yourself in that bed, how do you feel about that? Now, if you sleep like a baby, then we have another issue. You know what I mean? That's another issue. Different kind of psychosis thing going on with you, and people like them are dangerous. But I believe also there's a couple of people that they can't even look themselves in the mirror because they don't recognize who they turned into. Just saying stuff, dissing everybody, talking about everybody. I heard is as smart and as brilliant as Charleston White is. The ignorance on the other side of that, it's insanity. And he don't understand. It's hard to hear you and what you've done and what you say you're doing for black youth and black men throughout your history of being working in politics. It's hard when you just said F somebody dead brother, F your dead mama, F your baby, F your grandmama, F your mama. Like it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, you know. And it's like, but it's so popular. The numbers are the numbers. So I don't look at it like that's why I never watched another man's race. That's why I don't sit on the sidelines and watch people eat. I gotta run my race. And I gotta run my race how I run my race. I cannot do what these cats is doing because of the numbers, because of the check, or because of some award, or they may be in a group of they may get invited to the podcast awards where all the most popular podcasts, they may get invited to that. I don't care about none of that. Like, like, I sleep at night? Can I look myself in the mirror and be like, "Yep, I did me again today"? You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, yeah, nah. That'd be the main gist of it. Trying to do you, and the reality is, doing you may slow the process, whatever process that is. Doing you may slow down the process, and you ask yourself the same question: at what cost? Sometimes that cost is like, well, my relationship is still intact. I'm not embarrassed or doesn't feel a way about who I am in real life, out in the open, in the public. I don't have to watch my back because I've said nothing crazy to nobody about nobody. Everywhere I go, anywhere West Coast is love. Everywhere I go, up and down Cali, outskirts, Midwest, Vegas, everywhere I go, for people who know me, it's love. It's love. I never was a clickbaity, go with the flow, follow the trend, negative dude. I was never that guy. So being out in the world is always love to me. I'm learning. I'm learning, and it's interesting. I'm learning, you know, and that's why I be staying out the way too. Me and my family, me and the wife be hanging out. Um, like I say, me and my man Austin, we go have share a cigar or two, or maybe have a little whiskey or something like that. Um, my friends Slim and Sweepy, because there are another couple of ours, really good friends. Hang out with them sometime. We love hanging with them. I don't do much in random spaces, so I don't like. So I don't ever want to be the guy where I gotta be hated and hunted offline. Hated online, hunted offline. Ooh, hated online, hunted offline. Damn, that's real for a lot of people. That's real for a lot of people. Hated online, hunted offline. Ugh. Nah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be that person. You know. So I'm glad to be having these conversations, even with self or not. You know. Oh, y'all been talking in here. What? Okay, we got in here. Kevin Finley definitely in the building. Michelle J is definitely in the building. My bad, y'all. I just be ranting, talking. AJ was definitely in the building. Let me see. Do you drink old fashioned? I had one old fashioned in my life, Kevin Finley. It was for a birthday dinner of mine. My wife did a birthday dinner at this place kind of close to our home, um, and I didn't like it. But I don't. Also, here's the thing: I didn't like the food at that place either. So I have to give the old fashioned another try because if I didn't like the food and didn't like the drinks, maybe it's just them. So you know what I mean. So I said, let me go somewhere else. I'm gonna try somewhere else for sure. Oh word. Oh word. Okay, that's dope. Yeah, that car most likely the Target close by my house. I live around this way. Dope, man. Michelle, none. I wasn't supposed to log on. I wasn't. I said before you got on today, I was saying I wasn't supposed to log on today because I was super tired. I was feeling away a little earlier, and it was already past 11 when I was getting home, and I was like, nah, I don't feel like getting on. But I told myself that that's when I need to get on. I got to fight through that. So I didn't have any. I was just talking some shit. Keep JT lit. What's goody? Salute. What topics you got? You got a topic I can speak about? You got something going on your mind you want to hear me respond about? Yes. But yeah, see, first time I had one, I didn't like it, but I had one. Oh, for sure. Okay, but I know I'm gonna try it again because what's funny was I haven't thought about it since I've been at that spot. I'm not that much of a drinker. I have a drink every now and then. Usually it's a Moscow Mule because I do like ginger beer. Um, but I did try one at that birthday dinner. But I need to try another one. So I will be indulging in another one. Yep, I live close to that Target, AJ. Oh, World Series. You know what? The weekend. So um, tomorrow I'm going to hang out with my good friend Austin. Um, and I'll be meeting Austin's brother, who me and Austin talked about a lot. His brother does a really cool thing for a job, for a living, and he does deal with some tech stuff. I can say what, but some tech stuff. And me and Austin, we hang out so much. Smoke cigar, hang out so much. He wanted me to meet his brother, so I'm gonna go pull up on him, meet him and his brother. I mean, meet his brother. Probably have a stogie. Not probably. Gonna have a stogie or two, cigar, and just chill out for the most part. Um, that's pretty much it. My weekends be so. I might get some work in tomorrow. I think I might drive a little bit tomorrow. Do some Uber. I think I might drive a little bit, maybe in the morning. I'm not sure. Uh, Sunday, I'm not sure. But you know what I do? I want to commit to. I want to make a video, but it's hard because I got so many things in my head. It's like, do I make it about photography? Do I do it about what? So that'd be my hold up about the video. Making a video this weekend because I do want to make a video. Maybe I'll talk about something specific that's still on brand for my channel. But even though my channel is wide open, it's not like one topic page, but I need to figure that out. Austin's dope, man. He's a really good dude. Super, super talented. He's ridiculously talented. The film director, photographer. creative. He's dope. And just a good dude. Man, I love a Moscow Mule. Refreshing. So cold. That ginger beer, man. Hey, that's my favorite drink. But like I said, I don't drink. I used to drink a lot. I used to drink like fish when I was younger. But I don't drink like that at all no more. Zero. Like 99% of the way I drink is over. It's a wrap. Now I still got that 1% for a Moscow Mule every now and then. Maybe something or straight whiskey or something like that, straight something. But I don't do too much. I don't do too much. Mm-mm. Oh, excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, Kev, I don't do too much. I don't remember the last time I had a drink. Um, Alcoholic beverage. If you need me in a movie, hit me up. You act, JT? I'm not doing a movie, but for sure I remember it. You know, if I shoot my own. Are you an actor, or you want to be in a movie? You just want to be in a movie? I think that's cool. I think acting is one of the coolest jobs ever. I'm not talking from a pay standpoint and all that stuff. I'm just talking about the skill it takes to become believable on screen. Oh, let me see. Hey, you know what? I don't know what I think about that movie, The Long Walk. Oh, hey, Michelle, we supposed to do a review of something, right? Oh, Cardi B, but I haven't listened all the way yet. But then we supposed to have a movie review or something, or a TV show? I forgot. But I just now I did just finish. I know it's older because it came out last year, but I finally watched. I watched it yesterday, a whole series. The Day of the Jackal, the new one from last year. The Day of the Jackal. And that was fire. What movies? Let me see. What movies have you? Have we seen something lately we've seen, or are we going to go watch something that's already out and then we both can watch it and then review it? I just watched no, I just watched two series. I just watched The Day of the Jackal, which is super dope. No, and right now I'm finished watching the second season of Gen V, which I love the boys in Gen V. Um so that's dope. But I'm watching the second season right now of Gen V. I'm on like the third episode. Let's do it. Let me see. Um what movie? What movie? Let's see. What movie was Relay? Is that the movie with let me see. Oh, what's that? Oh, this looks fire. Oh yeah, I'm watching that. That looked fire. Relay? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, excuse me. The hell, I started yawning for all of a sudden. I wasn't yawning like the first 30 minutes of this live. Hey, Michelle, I'm on that. Relay. I'm watching that for sure. Hey, Homelander he's insane, Kev. Insanity. No, Michelle, I kept bringing up series because that's what I recently watched. The last movie I watched is what's the last movie I watched? I don't remember. It's something recent though. I don't remember. What the hell? Yeah, Relay. I'm watching that. That looks good. And it's on Prime, Apple TV Prime. Okay. Let me save this. Man. All right. But yeah, definitely on that. Because I definitely want to do some movie reviews. We should do a movie. Wait, Michelle J, you don't watch series? Or you probably don't binge watch? Because I like to binge watch series, but I mean, you can't binge watch everything. But I do like to binge watch series. Nothing to see here. I can't wait for y'all to see that. For those who haven't, I can't wait for y'all to see that. Um, yeah. People who have loved it. People who came for the premiere. Not premiere. I'm sorry. The screening. It wasn't the premiere. Screening. Oh, Soldier Boy gets in when he wakes up, and he's one of my favorite actors. Um, you know what's funny about Soldier Boy too? I wasn't Soldier Boy. I wasn't impressed with Soldier Boy. Season was it season 3 or season 2 of the boys? I wasn't impressed with Soldier Boy. Okay. 3. It was on 3. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of good series though. Oh, and my series Mayor of Kingstown is back on HBO. Mayor of Kingstown, if you know, you know. Fire show. I'm almost finished watching Tulsa King. Wait, did I finish? Did I finish it? I think I'm almost finished watching Tulsa King. Um, what else? Oh, AD show. Well, recently? Are you talking about when I did that time? You see me on AD? Okay. Yeah, that's my brother, man. AD. I gotta go back over there too. On Community. I can't do from Kev. Is this a like is it scary? Like is that horror or like thriller? That's like thriller, right? I don't do nothing scary. I don't do no horror. I don't do scary movies. I don't do I do certain thrillers, but thrillers that cut into like a little bit scary, don't do those. Can't do it. I don't know why I just can't do it. Never have. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, hey Michelle. Hey. I got nothing to be embarrassed about. I don't feel a way about it. It is what it is. Guess what movies I don't watch? Scary movies. Okay? That's out. Scary movies are out. Oh no, I'm good. Wait. Ooh, excuse me. Shoot. The hell? Anyway, my bad. Yeah, nah. I don't. Predator's cool. Predator's cool. But scary movies, no, I don't do none of that. I won't be seeing Welcome to Derry. I won't be seeing what else is out? I didn't see The Conjuring, the last con. First of all, I've never seen The Conjuring. Like who would Who would, in my mind, who would pay their hard-earned money and buy a ticket and walk in the movie theater to see The Conjuring? Are you insane? Not I. Not I. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Scary movies is out. What do people like about scary movies? They like to be scared, or scary movies don't scare you? They're just good movies to you. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like, what do you mean you aren't scared? Like, what do you mean that a demon just turned his whole head around and chased a baby through a church and you just thought that was cool? That's not scary? Like, what do you mean a doll started talking and it stopped talking when somebody showed up? And then it convinced your child that it's their friend. And then it kills somebody. You don't think that's scary? Nothing about that? No? What do you mean he show up when you fall asleep? What do you mean? You like take your money, like when you get paid, you pay the bills, pay rent. Bam, I'm paying the rent. I'm paying the light bills, stuff like that. Oh, babe, go get you something nice. I got you some, or let's go out to dinner. We got date night tonight. You know, and then with some of your excess money, you said, you know what? Let's go see Jeepers Creepers. You do that with your money? Like you'll do that? Like why would you? Why would you do? Why would you do that? Why would you? Why would you take your hard-earned money and say, you know what? I want to go see it. I want to go see a clown that hides in a sewer. He looks absolutely insane, and then he takes kids. And since I've never watched the movie, I don't know if he eats them. I don't know if he molests them. I don't know what he do. But I've never got that far because I'm never watching it. The original back in the day, the new one, the series now, Welcome to Derry, I'm never watching it. So you take your hard-earned money, you spend it on that, and then when you leave the theater, you be like, "Oh, that was good. That was dope." Like your heart's still cool. Mm. See, I'm concerned about y'all. Really, I'm concerned about the type of community we're building, where people in the community can digest that easily. What does that say about you? Like, why can you? Like, how do you? What do you mean when you say that man name? He show up. What do you mean? You said his name in the mirror, didn't it? He showed up. And then not only did he show up, he was mad. And he killed you. What do you mean? Yeah, no. That's crazy. Michelle J., you can't convince me Jeepers Creepers are cool. I'll never see it. Never. And oh boy, you know how I'm saying his name. Oh boy, I'll never say it. I'll never know. Not happening. I can't believe y'all doing that. I can't believe you went. I can't believe you got dressed. No, you took a shower, look on all nice, brush your teeth, cologne, all the stuff you did, and then got dressed in your finest of clothes, whatever that is that you own them, they're your finest clothes, and then you drove to a place. And at this place, they were showing that bullshit for a bunch of y'all to sit there and watch it. That don't bother y'all? You're not disturbed? How many exorcists you got to go see? Right? Why? I didn't even know Emily Rose. I've never known her. Why do I want to go see a movie about her in an exorcist or exorcism with preachers who ain't even anointed enough to stop the demon that's in the movie? Why would I go spend hard-earned money? Why would I drop my popcorn at the first demon jump out, and then waste my $15 popcorn and glizzy combo, spill it all on the floor because there's a demon in the church and it banged on the wall when I walked past? Like, why would I waste my money on that? How do I feel good about myself going into the theater and then that happens, right? Because because if me being a 46-year-old man, oh, it's a problem if I get scared of movies and then I pee on myself. Oh, it's a joke. It's funny when a 46-year-old man pees on himself in a theater because something scared the shit out of him. Because movies like that don't supposed to even exist, but a lot of people in this world are sick, and y'all keep paying to see them. Not I. Not I. Not me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Kev say, oh boy, came out like 3 or 4 years ago. And guess who has never, ever said the name? This guy. Never. Mm-mm. You tried to convince me that a nigga who can't die ain't had a movie out in 3 years, 3 or 4 years. No, I'm sorry, not can't die. A dude that dies and come back every time a nigga say his name. Mm-mm. Leave that nigga where he is. I'm cool. Oh yeah, nah. That's out. No, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. No, we're not doing that. That ain't what we do here. We don't do that. I'm not doing that, and I don't feel no way about it. That's the thing. That's the see the that's the special part about it all. Like when you really think about what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, it's like, oh, okay. Like this, you thinking to yourself, oh, okay. Like he really mean that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not even I don't do roller coasters anymore. I used to back in the day, but I'm too old for that now. I ain't deal with all that. Maybe I'm not a like super fast spin loop, a super high dip guy. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not voluntarily going to walk onto a roller coaster. If you think about that, that doesn't really make no sense. Like it's like 20 of us got onto this metal ride on this single track, doing like 90 miles per hour, controlled by another nigga that's sitting in a little booth in the back who don't even know me. Why you trust me? Why you take why he want to make sure I get back safe? A nigga operating this metal bullet train that we in, and then the bullet train just don't go straight. You know what it does? It loops. Then it loops sideways, right? Then it goes super high. Then it goes almost straight down. Then it goes through tunnels. It goes around, right? All the time, I can't breathe because I'm in shock that a nigga still got me on this thing. And not only is that, I may be sitting 9 times out of 10, I'm sitting next to a nigga that cannot focus on a ride because they want to laugh at me. We not doing that. That ain't what we doing. That ain't what we doing at all. Why would I get on a roller coaster? Basically, you know what I hear when you say that? Look, you ride roller coasters. You know what I heard you say? I heard you say, hey, look, you ever did something got really close to dying and it could happen, but we don't know? But they professional and they said it won't happen. You want to try that? That's what I heard when you said, do you ride roller coasters? Do you like roller coasters? Do you do roller coasters? That's what I heard. I heard you say, look, you want to get on a bullet train and let another nigga guide you around that don't even know you, and then you come back in like 2 minutes from going through treacherous, horrific, terrifying loops, spins, and twirls. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. I don't think that's a good idea. And also, I'm still, oh, this is personal. Also, I'm still traumatized. But at one time, I went to Knott's Scary Farm, which weirdly enough is not really a problem for me. But went to Knott's, and I told my wife as they were getting on Ghost Rider, I think it's called, or whatever the wooden ride in Knott's is called. I forgot what it's called. They were getting on that ride, and I told my wife, hey, I don't ride roller coasters no more. And not only do I not ride roller coasters no more, I think I'm also a little too big for the rides. You know, they have a weight requirement, not requirement, but the thing. Like sometimes it depends on how you close in. It don't close depending on your body type, right? I'm like, babe, not only do I not want to ride because I'm a real nigga, I also don't want to ride because I don't feel like being embarrassed if they tell me I can't get on. Because most likely I'm gonna ride in the front like a real nigga would do. And that means I'm in front of everybody when they see my fat ass can't get on the roller coaster. So, no, I don't want to do it. Then after she said, babe, come on, don't be like that. Everybody waiting and the family and all that, whatever. I say, you know what? All right. I'll get on it. I'll ride because you asked. You pressure me to do it. I'll get on it. We stand in line, everything cool, laughing, funny, cool, everything joke. I feel good about myself. And we get up there, I forget that I'm even getting on the ride. We laugh, have a joke, we have a good time. It's family, we love each other, everything great. We get to the front of the roller coaster. My girl walks in. My girl walks, and then she moves to the side to let me go first. We're in the first car in the front. I give her a crazy eye when I walk by because what I said with that eye is you got me fucked up, and this is crazy, right? I said that with my eye because if I physically said it, she would slap the shit out of me. So I didn't say it to her, right? So as I gave her that eye, I'm walking past. I sat down in a ride. I tried to pull the rail down, and my stomach was like, "Nigga, I'm here. What are you doing?" Try it again to show some effort. Look at my wife, idiot. Then look at the instructor. Try it again. Oh, you know what? I got it. I'll suck my stomach in. Nigga, suck it into where? No. Stomach doesn't move. This is it. This is the room. It doesn't go. Sorry, sir. The lady, the instructor on the side of me, right? Who's loud. That the whole ride hears, right? At night, at Not Scary Farm. I'm sorry, sir. You're gonna have to remove yourself from the ride. I almost said, bitch, I know. But I didn't say it. But I almost said, bitch, I know I can't fit. I did this for my wife who's standing right there embarrassed now that I'm embarrassed and know I'm going to be mad at her. Get the fuck out of my face. That's what I wanted to tell her, but I didn't say that. I said, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm about to get off like a fucking nerd, like a square punk ass nerd. I said what I said what I shouldn't have said and got off the ride. And I was pissed because I took myself right back to the first time I told my wife no, because I don't ride rides, and plus I don't think I can fit. I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. I was embarrassed. So I sat my ass on the outside on the little fake little log like Knott's Berry Farm be having. Fake little log sitting there, pissed and embarrassed that almost 96 people saw me get my fat ass turned around and sent outside because I can't fit the roller coaster. Which I knew that before I walked up. And I let my wife do that wife thing wives be doing. And then it configured in my brain. I got all confused. I went anyway, even though I knew better. And when they finished coming down off the ride, all happy, giddy, because it was kids that don't give a shit who forgot that my fat ass couldn't get on because they kids, they happy. We happy. It was the greatest ride in the world. And then my wife walked over to me and said, "I'm sorry, babe." And I didn't say a damn thing. I didn't respond. I didn't say nothing. Nothing. Because I was so mad. I was so mad. And I also partially blamed her for the embarrassment because I felt like technically you didn't make me do this, but you did make me do this. So you're going to share in the embarrassment. I'm no longer talking to you tonight. That's it. I am embarrassed, and this is crazy that this is happening. So no, Michelle J, I do not ride roller coasters, okay? No. That's a true story. That actually happened. No, I'm not doing that. No roller coaster for me. Not happening. Not happening. That's done. That's out. So yeah, we're not doing that. The fact that I remember it like it was yesterday is a problem. Trauma, I'll tell you. Not happening. That trip was, yeah, it's crazy. And see, here's the thing. We were on our way home too. So think about this. That's the good part. Let that have been the first ride. I'd have messed that whole trip up. Whole trip ruined. We were on our way home. So it's nothing to do with it. You can do it quiet from my house to where's not from Anaheim or somewhere. I think Anaheim, right? From where I live to Anaheim, it's maybe an hour. Like freeway traffic, all that stuff, right? Dropping people off, maybe an hour. So I could do a silent treatment for an hour. Because I was silent on my way out the park. Definitely silent because there's nothing to talk about because you embarrassed me. And then there's a drop off and then there's a ride home. All silent, nothing to talk about because you embarrassed me. We got in the house. And I don't remember what happened after that really, but I'm sure I stayed down and stayed at the mission. The mission was to be quiet because I don't want to hear nothing from you because you embarrassed me. So yeah, that happened. That's what it was. Ghost Rider. Yeah, Ghost Rider. Not doing that. Yeah, no. Oh no, Kev. If I thought that, we'd be divorced. There's no way somebody gonna do that on purpose. No way. No way. That happening. Hey Michelle, so I'm gonna watch. I gotta watch this movie though. Relay. Let me put that in my. Let me see. That looks fire. Yeah, no, it's not happening on purpose. That on purpose mean that's an attack. That's an attack on me and my self-esteem. You can't weaponize my insecurities. The minute somebody weaponizes my insecurity, it's a problem. I would never do that to nobody. You weaponize my insecurities? Nigga, are you crazy? Like, we don't confide in a lot of people. There's nothing about me my wife doesn't know. Do you know how many? If she was to weaponize some shit, she has a whole entire army base of enough weapons to take me down. That's how much I tell my wife. If she wants to weaponize something, she had her whole, it was like John Wick's closet. That's how much weapons she got of my insecurities, where she can turn them on me and take me out in seconds. That's how much. If she was to weaponize something, I'm out of here. I'm out. Done. Okay, relay panel review for sure. No, Michelle. Okay, no, I don't want to wait to text you and all, email you and all that. When can we do this in real life? For real, what's your schedule like to when we actually can do the relay movie review? That way, we know for real. Like, okay, we know we going online this time. We can do movie. Like, when can we do it? What day and time is good for you? Because I know. Remember, think about it. You 3 hours ahead, right? You're on the East Coast, so see this week is let's do Monday. Monday at what time for you? Yeah, I mean I got to watch relay today or tomorrow or Sunday. I think I'll get it in though. So what time Monday? Because I remember it's 3 hours difference. Let me search for this thing. Relay. Oh, man, I have it already. Okay, cool. No, I can't pick the time because you threw out. Okay, let me see. Okay, if I do, what about 12? 12 be what for you? 12, 1, 2. It's 3 o'clock. That's be 3. That's 3 o'clock for you, right? If I do 12, that's 3 o'clock for you, or should I do 11, which is 2 o'clock for you? Let me know. I mean, I gotta watch it. Shit. 3 o'clock, cool. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. We'll do that. So Monday at 3 your time, 12 my time. We'll do relay movie review. Damn, I need a. Look, send me give me you got my email already. Send me a couple of pictures. If you can, I want to make a little thumbnail. So I put us both on the thumbnail and make a picture. So Monday, 12 PST Pacific time, we'll do the relay movie review. Okay, dope. Okay. All right, y'all, I'm about to tap out. No, we didn't talk about a lot today, but I wasn't supposed to be online anyway. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. Michelle, Kevin Finley, AJ, I appreciate y'all. For real. Y'all tapped in with me today. Y'all stayed. Oh, keep JT lit. Appreciate you. Rich Religion definitely was in the building. Who else was in the building? Was True Fat Guy here? I think I seen his name. I thought he was. I'm not sure. Anyway, you know, hey, and that was a real story too. That True Fat Guy, my brother. Appreciate you falling in. Michelle J, yeah, that story. Is that story true? You said the word roller coaster, and it triggered me. Hey man. I dig it. It's all good. Appreciate you listening, man. For real. Now you doing your thing. Salute, salute, salute. Good looking out, Kev. Appreciate you, man. That roller coaster word triggered me. I immediately went back to that. I thought about that time. I'm like, oh, that's messed up. Ain't going through that ever again either. Not happening. All right, you guys, man, I'm about to tap in. So look, Michelle J, we on Monday at 12 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, and we're gonna do a movie review for Relay. Yeah, for Relay. I think that'd be dope because I need to see a dope movie anyway, and that looks pretty dope. It better be good. So if it's not good, then well, it's just gonna be a whack movie. We're gonna do a bad judgment on that. That's it. Everything ain't gonna be fire, but I think it's gonna be good though. I'm gonna watch it. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna watch it right now. I think I'm gonna cut it on and watch it right now. If I watch it right now, I'm watching it Sunday for sure. Just Sunday morning movie or something like that. So I'm gonna check it out, man. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Even though it's a few of y'all, please like the video. If anybody was in here that was peeking and didn't really say anything, and you probably might be looking on the low, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Plus, trust me, that helps. Liking, subscribing, all this stuff like that, that helps with the algorithms. And when I'm trying to get my shit together. So stay tapping in with me, man. I promise you we'll have way more story times, way more time to clown and fuck around, whatever. So I just appreciate y'all hanging out with me today because I really thought about to do this whole thing by myself. But I'm glad I had some friends to bounce off of. We had some dope story time. We laughed, had some great conversation. I appreciate y'all straight up. I'm gonna tap in with y'all ASAP, Michelle J. I'll see you Monday for sure. We locked in. So everybody have a great weekend, man. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay dope. Let's tap in. Peace.